Hello and welcome to the Calm and Content Mind. This video provides information about the cerebellum connection. All balancing exercises in this video are inspired by the book ADHD 2.0 by Hallowell and Ratey. Balancing exercises in this video target the cerebellum and the vestibular system of the inner ear. These two areas combined are referred to as the vestibulo-cerebellar system. Compelling evidence from research sightings in this book suggests that strengthening the system not only improves physical skill, but also attention and focus and emotional regulation. Chapter 3 of this book goes into greater detail about the cerebellum connection, and please see the description box below for more information and helpful links. So let's get started. Starting with both feet on the floor, lift one leg for 1 minute. Switch and lift the other leg for the same amount of time. This can always be extended as long as needed. Repeating the same leg position, now adding eye movement up and down for a count of 6. Trying to keep the head completely straight and only moving the eyes up and down. Repeating the same leg movement, adding the arms at a T and bringing finger to nose for a count of 6. Switching legs and doing the same on the other side. Finger to nose for a count of 6. Adding a more challenging dimension to this is closing the eyes and bringing fingers to nose for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Phew, it's hard work. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't give up. Good job. You did it. A simple balancing exercise you can do every day is taking off your shoes and putting them back on without putting your foot on the floor. This is something you can do with shoes that are easy to slip on and off, or with socks, and you can do it several times a day. In airplane pose, you have one foot planted, bringing the body forward with arms and the other leg back. Switching legs and moving to the other side, try to keep as steady as possible and hold it as long as possible. Great job. Taking the left foot into the left hand and shooting the right hand forward, balancing and switching on the other side, coming forward if needed and back up for as long as possible. On one foot, jumping for a count of 5 and switching on the other foot. Bringing left ankle to right knee, bending forward with arms ahead of you and standing back up. Switching legs, right ankle to left knee, bending slightly, arms in front of you and standing back up. Marching in place with hands and feet in sync in a circle, and switching and going in the other direction. Tree pose with leg up as far as you can reach it, or to the knee shin area, or down to ankle. Any position works. Switching, bringing leg as far as you can up if that feels good, finding your balance, and remembering you can bring it down to your knee shin area or down to your ankle. Hold poses for as long as it feels comfortable. Here is a balancing exercise explained in the book where you can take 3 to 5 cards, place them in front of you, and balancing on one leg, keeping the leg up the entire time, picking up the cards. You can experiment with which hands feel better picking the cards up, but the goal is to keep the leg up the entire time. If you're struggling to balance, kick off your shoes. Bare feet are much easier to balance on. You can also use bean bags for the same balancing exercise, laying them out in front of you, lifting one leg, keeping that leg in the air while you pick up all 3 bean bags. Always even out your exercises by doing each exercise on each leg. These balancing exercises might look easy, but they take immense concentration and core work, and you actually do get pretty tired. So good job, keep it up, and always remember to hydrate, drink your water. Don't forget, you will work up a bit of a sweat. Moving on, find yourself a balance board and tennis ball for this next round of exercises. Starting off on the balance board, simply find your balance and stand for 1 minute. To give a little more challenge, bring your arms out at a T and again balance for up to a minute. With arms out at a T, we're going to repeat some of the same exercises we did on the floor, bringing finger to nose for a count of 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can also bring your hands to a T and close your eyes for a deeper challenge. This one can be very difficult. You can lose balance pretty easy, but it's a good one to practice and a good one to try to perfect. Don't give up. Keep going. It might feel impossible, but with time and practice, you can find balance. Take a breath. You got this. Start again. Count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good job. Other exercises include raising arms above head and twists. Bending the knees, it does give a different sensation of balance when you bend the knees. Punching the air, also bending the knees, finding core strength. And squats, standing straight, bringing arms out in front of you, and squatting down slightly to find your balance. Taking the tennis ball in one hand, simply start by bouncing the tennis ball up and down in one hand to a count of 10. Switch and repeat on the other side. Adding some variety, you can bounce the ball from hand to hand in a V position, aiming the ball in between your feet and bouncing from right to left, left to right, right to left, left to right. Adding 2 small rubber balls can enhance technique and challenge. Placing your hands in a C position is recommended. Start by bouncing one in each hand for a count of 10. Try bouncing one of the rubber balls hand to hand, much like the tennis ball, in a V formation, aiming between the feet, left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. A fun and more challenging variation is doing cross-body movements while holding the ball in one hand, switching hands, and then bouncing left to right, bounce, catch. I'll link an article below in the description box about the importance of midline crossing. This is something you can easily do with these balancing activities, and it's highly encouraged. These activities do take a lot of coordination, so give yourself a pat on the back. Practice bouncing a ball in each hand to work up to creating more coordinated exercises. This next activity takes a lot of skill. If you know how to juggle 3 or more items, go for it. Here I'm starting with 2 just to get the rhythm and the hand-eye coordination. I can't go more than 2 right now, but it's great to practice and excellent on the balance board. These exercises can give you a feeling of accomplishment, so go ahead and celebrate when you feel like you've done a good job. And now we're going to bring it all together and combine it with double bounces, single bounces, cross body, and some juggling, just doing all the different activities together while staying on the balance board. It will be challenging at times. You will feel like you're getting a little off kilter, just like you saw me there, but take a breath, focus, and get back into your balance and continue. The goal is to not give up and continue pushing your body and brain to balance more and more and more. Remember, the neurons that fire together wire together, so keep at it. Try to balance every day, and I thank you so much for joining me. Good luck with all your balancing. Take care, and I'll see you next time.